make that a soundbite?
No. Oh no. Oh, he distracted me. He's a tricky one, guys. He's a tricky one. That Jeremy Davila.
Oh no, but I was on live. I wasn't on home. You got to be on home.
I got it off.
Oh.
I got it off. All right. Over the show, episode 95. Tubi, Nick D, live from New York City, the one and only Jarvis Jerry.
Beep boo, bop boo.
I was hoping you were gonna hit us with the soundbite one, that you'd actually made it.
Well, that one you're all like swearing in, so can't be doing that.
No, for the remember
classic one.
The Peep, beep, boop, bop, boop. You said you're gonna make it like robotic.
Oh yeah, I said I needed to, but got that.
Yeah, we do have that. Your camera looks cleaner tonight. I don't know why. Are you like different lighting or like what's going on over there in New York?
You know, baby. I am not using my computer camera. I'm using my phone.
It looks noticeably cleaner, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, but if we want like a little news eye in the sky, we can go back to it.
Nice. Yeah.
We need a little angle change.
Yeah.
But it felt a little less personal. You guys are always up close, your head. People can see your faces. Figured
it looks better. It looks better. I love how Nick
But now
D,
I cover the sign.
Especially I noticed it more in that like Reap the jump scare video. Nick D's like super like
each episode I'm getting lower and lower.
Yeah.
I'm always topping out over here, and I need to like always readjust because I'm like moving my.
Oh, my name's Johnny. I'm tall.
It's like I feel like what it is that like my schedule's changed, so I've got work right before this, and so I just feel like by the time I'm done with work, I'm just like, oh my god, you know what I mean? I'm just like shit like. So it's like, I need to bring that not work back.
Yeah.
Up straight.
Sadu, welcome to the party.
Sadu, what's up with Rambo? We're literally just talking about there was a crazy Oscar story.
There's always a crazy Oscar story.
What
was it, Misty sighting?
Oscar's working his glutes, his hamstrings. He's working that lower half real hard. What's that movie where the car goes so fast it torques up? Oh, is it just called Torque? Is that what that movie?
I don't know.
Fast and Furious. What
is that? Is that Fast and Furious? I thought it was a different where it goes like.
No, I think that is Fast and Furious.
I mean, like,
or that happens
almost every.
Yeah, that happens in a Fast and Furious. Yeah, Jerry does look great.
I mean, it's probably in a bunch of car movies at this point. I feel.
Yeah.
I feel that's like a classic thing to do. That it's like, oh, it's so powerful, it can't. It can't.
It like bucks. Yeah.
Oh, a little bit, but I was prepared. Maybe I'm just gonna turn you down over here.
No, don't.
To me, I can like
you adjust
barely
that.
hear.
Don't you adjust that?
So, yeah, like
I hear him pretty good. Again, I hear him pretty good on my end. But it doesn't.
They're a million miles away.
Really?
Oh, like it's like in a tunnel, and it's like far down a hall.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know.
That's interesting.
I mean,
that's interesting.
I have a compressor on you guys, so maybe mine's just a little bit louder.
No, mine
in my own ears.
It's loud on me too, but it would have to be a new, like I'll say this, for you to jump scare me, Jer, it'd have to be a new soundbite, I feel like. You know what I mean? But I do think the way Sadu said that, and because it was filmed in a video, and then the way you grabbed it, like the sample, like that, I know why it jump scares you. I totally get how it feels like he's like there, and it has something to do with like the way we recorded it in that room, actually at Nick D's house in the front room.
Yeah.
Like the acoustics just were perfect.
Acoustical. That binaural recording. He's in the room with you.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Get your fucking.
That one's good, but where's the?
That one's good, but that
Kicking ass, taking names.
Kicking ass, taking names. That was what I wanted.
the helicopter in that one kind of messes it up a little bit.
Yeah, I just grabbed it. I didn't clean it. It was a.
I like it. I like the helicopter. It just doesn't sound like he's in the room with you because it's like where'd that helicopter come from?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like it. It adds to the soundbite that there's a helicopter. All right. Well, here's what we're doing
Next
tonight.
sponsor, LaCroix.
Yeah, for sure. Next sponsor, LaCroix.
Mojito flavor.
Mojito flavored. Is that just mint?
Pretty much.
Okay.
It's good though.
Right on. I haven't had that. We'll try that.
Yeah. It's a little dark in here for me to be reading. It can hurt my eyes as to the other flavors, but it's mojito, mint.
I forget that it's actually purple in your room. I sometimes think that's just green, but it's actually purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Adds to it. All kinds of things going on over here.
Light in my...
Yeah.
Got to get those. We got a smart light bulb. That's, I could change it to any color if I chose, but I'm not. So don't ask me to.
Don't even do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
All right. So tonight's show, we're going to do a Peeps review. We're also going to watch Fats' video where he does the Peeps tier list. Wait, what did I just say review for? We're going to do a Peeps tier list. We're going to watch Fats' video where he does a Peeps tier list.
Well, we're going to review his video tier list, technically.
Well, that's what I was going to say. There's multiple ways we could do this, right? We could do it where we watch Fats' and then we do our own. We could do it where we watch Fats introduce the one, press pause, pull up our own tier list, eat it, then press play and see what Fats says.
Yeah, I think that's the best way.
Then
it's kind of the best of both worlds.
I say we only do that if he's in the chat, so then he can be a part of it.
Well, here's the thing. I know what Fats says. Jerry, I know I sent you the video, so I don't know if you watched, but Nick D, you haven't watched the video, I'm assuming.
No.
I didn't watch it, but I pressed play on silent. So you got the view counter there.
I appreciate that. Minutes. Did you like it? And leave a comment.
Like it.
Leave a comment.
I thought about it, but it didn't.
Well, in that case, maybe it would make the most sense to do it that more interesting way, and then see if Nick, because I know what Fat's gonna say. I mean, I recorded it, I edited it, whatever. But it'd be interesting for you guys to then.
Well, you also
I don't point it out. 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 I already know what you're gonna say, and don't point it out.
Yeah.
Don't point it out because there's no need that will ruin it. Wait till after we're done, and then we'll point it out. There's also some additional things that happen immediately in the comments that we'll get into as well. But before we dive into the whole Peeps Easter, we're a couple days late for Easter. This is our Easter special, but it's more of a Peeps special. It's a Peeps special, which is an Easter game.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Before all that bullshit, let's get into what we watched this week. See, this is where we should hit it with a soundbite right there. What we watched this week. Oh.
Well, you said that, so I can now grab that. So that might be a good part of it. Maybe a little jazz piano.
Ooh.
Look around. I think we got a little thing that might be happening here.
No,
Be shaking his head.
He's
not happy about something.
I saw Hag and I meant to record audio with him.
Oh, yeah.
And it just dawned on me when I was saying that. I was like, man. And I wanted Hag to do exactly what you were saying. And then I was going to make you do a little riffaroonies or something. Very clickbait. We if you ever seen Clickbait Crew, fans in the audience, if you haven't seen Clickbait Crew, I highly recommend watching it. It is, maybe one day we'll just watch the clickbait episodes on here. That would be funny.
I will say, because
Nick D's probably never seen it.
I've seen some.
Okay.
I've seen some for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I was YouTubing the other day, scrolling, deep in the scroll, and Addie's clickbait crew came up.
Which one? How to build
I
a
don't know.
How to build a tramp. One of the most popular ones is how to build, or we built a trampoline bowl, and then Addie photoshopped a swimming pool, but it looks like it's a trampoline. I can't explain it.
That's dope.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was crazy. Because again, deep in the scroll, and my algorithm right now is full of like cave exploring disasters. So for him to pop up in that, it's kind of like, oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Clickbait crew. Yep.
Those cave disasters are brutal.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh my god, they're the worst thing ever. That it's like, I'm glad I'm not into that. Like I have no interest, even if it's like an open cave. It's like I think I'm good. Like when we were in Mexico and went to the cenote thing, that was a little like, it's open, but who knows? Could collapse any moment.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That stuff's scary.
Yeah.
Real scary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I said clickbait crew. Yeah, Hag does like sound bites for that like are really funny. Like the intros are all Hag sound bites that are Addy utilized really well. He's just like he's a walking soundbite machine. So
Yeah.
Anyways, 3-Body Problem. Nick D you read the books or listened to it, and now you've been watching the show.
Yeah, I finished it. Good.
Which one, the books or the show?
They're both good. I think.
Which one
like
did you? Which one did you finish?
I finished the books. Like maybe a month ago, and then I finished the show last night.
Okay. Oh, so they do.
Yeah.
Oh, they go to the future?
No, it's just the modern day kind of setup where like you get like I guess you get kind of far in book one, I guess in the grand scheme of things, but like in terms of the actual story, like not far at all. But it like it's all groundwork. Everything's all like set up.
Is it good?
It's interesting. It is good. I like it. Everything obviously so collapsed where like all the important people in the show are like this group of friends where like in the books I don't think for the most part I don't think they all like knew each other. Like this makes it seem like there's these 4 friends that are like the most special people on earth. Like they all have something and like the Wade is like essentially the bad guy in the book, and in this it's like he's like essentially the good guy. Not like, but that's such a simplified way of putting it. But I don't know, that guy right there, like he's way more of a good guy in the show so far than he is in the book, and it's like that guy he's just brutal. He's like I'm gonna win at any cost. But yeah, it's good. I recommend it.
And so
I think it's worth checking out.
I know the books are a trilogy.
Yeah.
Does this cover just the first book, part of the first book?
Like part of the first book. I honestly don't know. Even if you squeeze one more season out of this, it's like at some point there's gonna have to be a time, and they've kind of like alluded to that, like what they've talked about, like cryo. So it's like, okay, like so supposedly these people are gonna be around for a couple hundred years.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, like I mean, they in the last, and this isn't like spoiler or anything, but in the last episode they were talking about like cryo shit and how they're like, oh, we have 400 years to prepare, and there are certain people that are like, well, I'm gonna meet. That's not happen. And so he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna be going in and out of cryo for like the next couple of centuries.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, very interesting.
So yeah, it's good. It's good.
We started the first episode, but Karina's been playing Stardew again because he just like released an update where I don't know, there's stuff you could do, but like cats have a cat tree now that like apparently Karina has not seen her cat use once. And so we're wondering if that's like programmed into the game of like, oh, here's the thing for a cat, but it's not going to use it, or if they can't interact with it. So she was doing that and not really paying attention. And then I've been playing Kakarot. So there's a lot of scenes that are subtitled. So we were just, and I haven't read the book, so I was definitely missing stuff. So we turned it off for the time being.
That's fair. It's very like it is a hard show to multitask because it's so like science based that you kind of like have to pay attention.
Hour-long joints?
Yeah.
I think so, something like that. Like maybe just under an hour.
And how many?
Do I have 8? I want to say
8 or 10.
So it's quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 8 or 10. I burned through like 5 of them, and then got obsessed with like Final Fantasy again, and then finished them last night.
Yeah, first one's an hour.
But it's I'm really liking it. I think it's definitely, it's this is like Netflix is like new, like this is our new Squid Games for the moment. Like we're really trying to like knock it out of the park.
Oh, by episode 4, down to 45 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, back up to an hour. Okay, yeah, we're floating around an hour.
It's funny to like realize like it took me the entire show, literally the last episode. I was like, oh, this is this guy from the book. It's so funny to like, there's all these people, and you're like, oh, that's who this is. Like, it's just been interesting to read this book and then watch this show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The trailers look cool. The trailers look cool for it, so I am intrigued.
Yeah, and I like the lead detective. Dude,
he's the best. He's the best character in the books. Really bummed me out that it's so, like halfway through the story, he's just done. He's like, yeah, I'm just like a regular dude. I'm not going to the fucking future. He might go to the future for a little bit. Actually, he does go to the future. But spoiler alert, he's not like a huge character towards the end of like halfway through he kind of checks out. And he's literally my favorite character. He's the best part of the book. And so I'm glad that not only did they get him to play Dao Show, but it's great. He's like the best character.
Nice.
Because he's just like this grizzled cop, and he's like, fuck, billions I can handle. He's the best.
What would you give it?
Yeah, I'd give it an A. I think it's great. I think you guys should watch it.
Hey, that's TV category too.
Yeah.
Is it front runner for DeLuise's television or not even?
I mean, that's a great question. Probably. Like, what else? I feel like. I've got the
for this
Discord
year
open. What else has even been? What show has finished this year so far? So Curb could be. I still haven't watched it. Curb. Is there an It's Always Sunny this year?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm watching like three. I'm watching 3 shows.
And what's up with? Oh, I didn't care for True Detective. What's up with Mythic? Like, I want.
He posted.
They're filming right now.
Yeah, he posted a photo of them filming right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they're filming now, so I think it's either going to come out like probably the end of this year or like beginning of next year would be my guess. I don't know. I don't know how long. I guess I could look at and.
Dude, Mr. and Mrs. Smith was really good this year. I'd say it's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
That might be the front runner for me right now.
Yeah.
But I might go with Curb. I might nominate Curb on my own because
I gotta watch
its final season just to do it.
I think that's just I think that Night Country and I still need to watch that Emma Stone and Nathan Fielder show.
Yeah, The Curse.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. Yeah, I'm back at 2022. Yeah, I haven't really watched much TV. Movie.
No TV
I
for
also
that
watched
guy.
I watched the new season of Invincible. It's good. I definitely don't think it's like top. It was. I also don't know if it's finished. They're probably in a episode or two. I do want to. I don't know anything about this movie. Just a little bit. Jared talked about it. I definitely this.
Hit us with a Jared.
Yeah. Watched it. Nick Cage. Classic Nick Cage movie. Perfect movie for him.
Amazon?
This is a movie for him.
Sure.
Yeah, I actually think Hulu. Yeah, it's super weird. Like, but again, not weird.
HBO
Like I was telling
Max.
Nick, like it's not super okay. Um, it's not super crazy weird, but you know, Karina and I were trying to like guess how it was gonna end, or like, oh, what's the movie about? Blah blah blah, and we didn't get it right.
But not
And
disappointing. Like you're like, we didn't get it right, but it was still good.
yeah, it was definitely just like, huh. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's super interesting. So Nick Cage just starts like showing up into people's dreams,
Oh, it's that one.
and like yeah, and so like
Oh yeah.
Somebody writes an article about it. His like ex-girlfriend writes an article about it, and then like it starts happening to more people, and he kind of becomes a celebrity, and then
He's a school
people
teacher.
he starts like he's a college professor
Okay.
of evolutionary biology, pal. School teacher. My gosh.
Doc.
She's one who like writes a book on it. Or no, she doesn't. That's someone else. She was the one who writes a book on it.
Okay.
She's dreaming of him and like wants to talk about it or whatever. And then in the dreams they start becoming nightmares, and so people start like avoiding him and stuff. And so, it's just like, what is going on here? Is it happening? Is it a dream? Like, what is going? And we got it wrong. And yeah, it's strange, but like, it's good.
Oh, so there is an outcome in the ending.
Uh,
When you said
I mean,
you
the
got it wrong, you
story.
meant you personally got it wrong.
Yeah. We were trying to guess like, oh, it's gonna end this way or whatever. And like, yeah, both of us, we did not guess it right. And so yeah, it was, definitely it was cool. Again, it's like Nick Cage, and so it works. He really dives into it, and like it is, the scenes where he does like do the nightmare stuff and hurt people. It is a little, kind of like, oh wow, they really go for it for those few seconds or whatever. They're like dreams, so they're just like weirdly unsettling.
And Michael
Yeah,
Cera's
They
yeah.
in it.
don't make sense and stuff. Yeah, Michael
It looks like
Cera's
it's
in
got a
it.
great cast. Yeah. Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows is in it. I would definitely recommend it. I would recommend it.
Yeah, I might need more.
S tier.
Nah, nah.
DeLuise's
Probably
best
like
drama.
Best
I'm
Nick
just
Cage
trying to think of
movie of
like
the
what other
year.
dramas have I seen now.
I don't even think we had a drama category, but we could make one.
We can make one. We can also just make a Nick Cage category. He puts some out every year.
So that he
I'll
just
definitely say
he
it's
just wins one every year.
an A.
Have
I'm gonna
we
give
ever
it
done
an
a
A.
Cage tier list?
Hey.
Definitely right there.
Yeah, we'll do Nick. We can do a Nick
No, we
Cage
haven't.
tiers. We haven't done that. No.
Yeah, like again, it's super interesting. Like you definitely are trying to again like figure it out or whatever, or again, things happen that I for sure like read way too much into that like amounted to nothing, and there was no reason for me to think that. I just started
Oh
looking
man.
for stuff, and it was just like, oh, blah blah blah, I bet this is gonna lead to that, and it was like, no.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's stuff I would definitely check it out. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's a cool movie. Wanted to see in theaters, but didn't. Now it's on Max. If you have Max, watch it there. It was cool. It was cool. Nick Cage did a good job.
A.
I liked him
What
in this
is
character.
what is the best Nick Cage? We don't even need to do the tier list right now. Is it Con Air? Is it The Rock?
Probably between those two. He had his own
Wait,
Jim Carrey run where he
click
hit
on him. Click on him
movie
real
after
quick.
movie.
Click on him real quick. Let's just do it. We're not going to do a long discussion. We're going to do our first.
But just
first reactions.
Yeah,
first reactions. Everyone's going to get one name off. You can't take it back. So save it.
Okay, I got it. Where's the thing to grab? All right.
It wasn't that fucking Wally World one, Willy's World Wonderland one, motherfucker.
Oh, that's what he said. That's what Tube said.
I said it
Tube
wasn't.
Said it.
I said it was not.
Nope, Tube said it. Did I watch that? No, I think you just talked about it. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna full screen this.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was gonna say he does.
Oh, remember Bangkok Dangerous? Oh my gosh, that was so bad.
Oh.
Like using
World
the
Trade Center.
Stuff,
Oh, that's
Rider.
a classic, dude. Lord
I
of War, yeah.
I heard Lord of War was good. I never.
Matchstick Man wasn't
I've
bad.
seen National Treasure.
An adaptation. I really like that one.
I feel I've seen. Yeah, adaptation was good.
Adaptation isn't that a Spike Jonze joint?
Windtalkers was interesting. I remember watching that with our dad. Yeah, Spike Jonze.
The triple OG Spike.
I don't think I saw one.
Well, that's lame. It took us back there.
Did you?
I don't know. Probably. For me, I feel like realistically, it's Face Off or Con Air.
I mean, I was actually gonna say it's either that or maybe even Gone in 60 Seconds, possibly.
I mean,
Gone in 60 Seconds is great.
Yeah,
it's great.
Snake Eyes wasn't bad either. I mean, at the time.
I really like. What's that David?
Raising Arizona.
Like, Wild at Heart. Wild at Heart is fucking. It's so.
Raising Arizona is like the first time you're like, oh shit, this dude. I mean, The Rock's a classic. I mean, honestly, it's Con Air. For me, it's Con Air. That's the most classic Nick Cage movie.
That back to back right there. The Rock, Con Air, Face Off. Like those are my top there.
I mean, even into City of Angels.
Yeah,
I mean,
City of Angels. Yeah.
Snake Eyes, 8mm is still one of the most fucked up. Bringing Out the Dead, dude, that run
I'm gonna
right
say
there.
Face Off for me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Face Off.
I'm going. I mean, really, I'm a Con Air guy. I'm going Con Air.
Up till here, like Con Air is great. I love Con Air. Like
Steve Buscemi,
wanted to be
Chester Bester.
I don't know. These three are again. It's like Jim Carrey doing Mask, Dumb and Dumber, and like Ace Ventura. It's just kind of like, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
He was on fire, 96 to 97. Yeah. Dream Scenario. He's still doing
Bad
it.
Batch is cool to do.
He's still doing it.
Crushing it, yeah.
But what'd you pick, Nick D?
OverTheShow salutes you.
What?
What was Nick Cage pick? I got Con Air. You went.
It's
Face Off.
Either Face Off or Con Air.
And you're going in between.
And I said it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those two.
Okay.
Like, I feel like initially my answer was Con Air, but then I saw Face Off.
Yeah, I agree because Travolta. It is a fantastic one. But Con Air, just there's so many good actors going on in it. You know.
Yeah.
It's like
it's fun,
Chappelle.
Dark. Like
it's real dark.
Sammy, Bing Rain.
It's almost like a war epic though, because there's so much. There's
Cyrus.
Action going on and stuff. Like I enjoyed that one.
It is like I love that movie. Definitely like top 3.
But Face Off is great.
Those 3.
Yeah.
And, probably
and then
those
Ghost
3
Rider.
are my top 3. No.
Ghost Rider.
I don't know. We should rewatch that. We should rewatch those too.
I'd love to rewatch those. If Disney Plus puts those on there, I'm watching them. Disney Plus put them on.
But I will say, as that you guys just pointed out, I do think for me, Face Off wins because they play both. They both play both sides. You get the bad guy, good guy. That it's like, oh my god, it's kind of two movies. Like I don't know. For me at 10 or whatever that was, like that was just so brilliant.
And Travolta's amazing.
Guns and everything. Like it was such a crazy movie to see at like 10 of like literally taking the face off. I want to take his face off.
Titled.
Oh, that's a fair point to do. I like that.
I actually think I was
saying,
actually going to say it's the other way around, but yeah.
Sadu saying Con Air is the better Nick Cage movie, but Face Off is the better movie.
I think
he is such a good hero in Con Air.
Yeah.
Like I think he gets to do more acting in the other one, but he really is like John Wayne and Superman. Like he's just the best dude in
and Edward Norton and all them, like the bad guys are more. It's like Face Off. In my opinion, it's like this really over the top. Him and Travolta are just like over the top, eating up the scenery. And I just always think of them like where there's that scene where they're shooting through the glass at each other. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like behind the mirror.
Yeah. I always just think of the two of them going at it and screaming at one another. It seems way more. I mean, let's just lay down the line here. Both of those movies are wildly out of pocket. Wildly out of pocket. Ideas just in general. Like it's crazy they made movies about those topics. You know, they're both wild. They would never do that now.
You usually don't get movies where the criminal is like the star, you know, like the good guy.
Yeah, and it's such a weird like you go back and like the whole plane scene when they break out and all of it, it's so crazy. Like but Face Off too, like when they do the scene where they're cutting off the faces and then they cut to like how if you go I watched it not that long ago and it's kind of funny how they like work their way around it with pre CGI. You know what I mean? Because like now, if they remake that movie now, it's not gonna be the same.
They're just gonna show it. Yeah. Exactly.
It's not gonna be the same. It won't have that vibe. I mean, they could. They could. Never say never.
How long do you think until they do? I feel they will. Like that's a action movie to do. To redo.
Yeah, but they're not really. They haven't really dived into the remake of the action film yet, have they? I guess Roadhouse, which we'll get to in a little bit. Roadhouse kind of
Roadhouse could be the beginning.
That is kind of the beginning of that. Is Roadhouse?
It's like, are we gonna get like Escape from New York? Yeah. And I guess we got Mad Max situation. Yeah,
in a weird yeah. It's a. I mean, Mad Max is a reboot.
Yeah. Reboot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jerry liked it. I want to watch that, Jerry. So I'll definitely watch that Nick Cage movie.
Again, definitely. If you have HBO Max, definitely check out Dream Scenario. Again, it's just interesting. It didn't end the way we thought it would. It's worth checking out. Definitely worth checking out. Gave it an A.
Hell yeah.
I think you got to rewatch Con Air to do. There's a lot of like build up with the bad guys. I think that like Edward. It's Edward Norton, right? I'm not incorrect on that, right?
John Malkovich.
Yeah,
it's John Malkovich.
Well, my God. But Ed Norton's the cop working with, right? Like, isn't he? Oh no, it's John Cusack.
John Cusack
is the cop. Yeah.
No, John Cusack's the cop on the ground. John Cusack's the cop on the ground. Talking to it's Malkovich. I don't know why I thought Ed Norton and Malkovich are right. He's
and Ving Rhames.
Cyrus the Virus, yeah. Like, dude, there's so many big actors in that movie. Everyone's eating up the scenery in that one. Like, I mean, you could say he's the lead, but he's the hero. But like, you're right. John Cusack also is constantly on the phone, and isn't there other cops too? Mm-hmm. Like, there's so many people in that movie.
Yeah,
that must have been a huge budgeted film. We'll have to do a Con Air review because that movie. Now thinking about it, like. A lot of actors were in that, man, and started their careers. Chappelle, like.
Yeah, we'll dive like 3 episodes into Nick Cage.
A whole Nick Cage.
3 levels of Cage.
Cage, yeah.
All
right, let's move on. We'll have we'll do a tier list to do, and that was when we really break it down. But tonight's Peeps tier list, so let's go on.
I love our classic. Like, we won't spend too much time on this.
Yeah, we're hella talking about it. All right,
dude, it's a black hole, dude. It's like getting us talking about aliens.
I'm gonna be quick. I guess this is up for YouTube. We did a category of YouTube, yada yada. This probably would be my lead right now for DeLuise for YouTube video, whatever. It's an hour-long video. It's brought in Japan, Chris, but it's also featuring Connor. Connor was streaming this whole thing. It was to raise money for some type of disease. I can't recall what it is off tops right now.
I'm sure I could look it up.
Did they raise like $500,000, right?
Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Yeah. I think
For what?
Immune
The
Deficiency
immune
Foundation.
deficient.
I think Iron Mouse, the VTuber, who's won the VTuber award the last few years for VTuber of the Year, she has it, and Connor's like super good friends with her, so that's why he
Hmm.
Is that a
picks.
quesadilla?
I don't know what that is. I can't recall.
Looks like it.
Oh no, it's a
Looks like
pizza. It's a
just
pizza.
cheese
It's a
bread.
pizza. No, it's a pizza. That's a Japanese
Looks like
pizza,
cheese
dude.
bread.
I'm
Yeah, it's
telling you,
called
I'm pretty sure that's a Japanese
pizza.
pizza. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, they bicycle around all of Japan and what have you. Super cool video. Chris does an amazing job making these videos. But like I was saying, Connor's actually streaming it the whole time. That's how they're raising the money. Is people are donating while they're streaming it. So he has this crazy backpack camera setup while he's on his bike, and then Chris and his crew. You just saw one of Chris's dudes a second ago. They're driving in a van following behind, and Chris is making this hour-long documentary on the same thing. So they double dipped this whole event. Yeah, you can see Connor has the camera and stuff. They actually, what's crazy, the reason they just released this is they just did it over the weekend again. This was last year's. But it took, and I totally understand this. They spent hella time editing, really making it special. I mean, you can see they got drone footage. They have a ton of footage probably to go through, and they want to condense it to make it an hour-long documentary. That takes a long time. So this was last year's, and they just went on this year's, which I'm sure I watched a little bit because same setup. Connor was streaming it all weekend long, but you could see Chris and his crew in the background filming stuff. So they're clearly making another documentary this year. It's an awesome little documentary piece because they stop in towns and do stuff as they're also raising money.
Is it the same route? Are they doing a different route
this year? I don't know, Nick D, because with the streaming with Connor like over the weekend, I would just randomly hop in and just check it out and be like, oh, he might even be. Where's my phone? He might even be on it right now. I don't know if they're done or not. I haven't been super following along with it.
Yeah.
Yep, they're cycling right now. They got 28,000 people are watching right now. So they're doing this year's as we speak.
Tell him to pop a wheelie. Put in his chat and say pop a wheelie.
Now you got to pay for that one where it like goes over the speaker for him because he can't read it. Yeah.
Chat, donate to us so we can donate to.
Yeah, to see Dog VA. But yeah, it's raining too, which was funny because in this one, when it rains, Chris is so disappointed and upset, and they're so distraught because they're like going up and down hills and stuff. Like it looks. Some of the parts are awesome looking, and you're like, oh, dude, I would totally ride that bike. Like that looks awesome. And then other parts, you're like, oh, dude, these dudes are maney. Like they're actually getting it done. Like this it's
Has
a
Austin
cool.
See this?
I don't know. I'll send it to
Have you talked to
Austin.
Austin about this?
No, I haven't. I just watched this over the weekend, Nick D. Yeah, so I haven't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I recommend it if you're you're bored, and it's a cool documentary. I think I put up Chris last year for YouTuber of the Year or whatever our DeLuise award was, and I'd probably do the same right now. He's in the lead right now once again for me. His quality, like the filming, the editing, the sound, Jer, like he has everyone rocking lapel mics or whatever. Like it's just super pro. Really
well done. Why don't you go work for him then, bro?
Hey,
just
man.
Abandon us.
I mean,
it's like the moment I get
I mean,
fucking off.
I mean, like that's like,
please take me.
I'm saying that's why I'm putting him up right now as my DeLuise of the Year so far.
Yeah, exactly. Like they put the effort into it. I mean, yeah, like you said, this like looked great,
except for the pizza. Yeah, the pizza doesn't look great. Yeah.
Pizza. Well, I don't know. Did you have pizza when you were there, Nick?
I don't think so. No.
Thing for us to do.
Also, just British dudes' accents are always, there's something charming when you're watching the British and they're speaking all British and stuff and explaining to you stuff about Japan, and you're like, look at these British explaining to me Japan stuff.
Yeah.
It's got a vibe, bro. It's got, watch it.
Yeah.
So check it out.
They showed the map at the end.
Yeah, they do show the map at the very end. I think they make it to that train station. So yeah, that's where they started there, and they went, "Yep, that's crazy, dude."
Yeah, that's wild. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So yeah, check it out.
Nice.
I finished the first Alien book. It's great. If you're looking for an audiobook, it's quick. You get more than the movie. Like you get like all the details about what's going on in their heads when it's all going down. They do it's really interesting that they don't ever really describe the alien at all. Like it lets you just kind of like fill in the blanks like with your head and everything. And like it's sick. It's sick. I definitely like if you like the movie, you'll like this. And I definitely have been wanting to watch the movie since just to kind of like see what is in the book and what isn't. For the most part, it's like, things are different, but it's all the same.
So like how you're saying they don't really describe it then, but do they say like, oh, it has a long head and like it's slick skin or anything, or
I don't even think it's even ever really said that it has a tail. They just say that it's like massive, huge, like strong, like it like emerges out of the darkness. Like you definitely get the sense of they're like, we never even really get to see it before it just jacks someone. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's cool.
That's fair.
It's definitely like a vibe. It's definitely a vibe.
Nope, not that one.
Jump! Kicking ass, taking names.
There we go.
Ripley's definitely kicking ass. I also didn't like. I don't know. Like there's so much. Like it's like when I think of the flamethrower, I always think of Alien 2 more. Like I'm sure it's in 1. But yeah, like flamethrowers are a big part of this book.
Interesting.
You really like Dallas. Like you really get a sense of Captain. You get a sense of Kane and
And
Ash.
you listen to it.
Like, yeah, do it on my commute.
And is it just
I'm
like
gonna listen. Sorry. No, I was just gonna say I'm
Is
gonna start Aliens. What were you gonna say? If I could just jump in here right quick.
Is it a single
Hold
person
on 1
reading
minute.
it, or is it like
What?
What's that?
Yeah, we could just all just wait. Yeah, not a play, anything, audio play.
No, it's one person. He does a great job. Like, yeah, he does a.
Yeah, nice.
How he portrays people, it almost feels like the people.
Shut up,
you got him again.
Shut up, Jer.
God damn it! Hit my wrist on the desk.
Oh.
I don't know why. Jeez.
Yeah, I listened to what's the first new one that Ridley Scott did? Prometheus. I listened to Prometheus, the audio. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I wanted to start with that one, but
it was pretty dead accurate to the
yeah.
movie though. So like there wasn't much like I'd like to listen to these. I know Aliens starts off a lot different. Like I think it starts off more on the base, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Sick. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm hyped for it. Started probably next week.
Yeah, I listened to it on Audible. It was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah, definitely recommend it. Like again, I'm not telling you anything that they don't know that Alien is dope. If you like the movie, you're gonna love it. Like it's just I just wanted another way to consume Alien. I'm obsessed.
Yeah. Because I feel I read a little bit about like Prometheus, and again, like you're saying, how there's like just some differences, and you just get more insight to it. That is interesting. I don't know. It's a really interesting world. So the show will be cool, and then Alien Romulus. So
is Romulus next month? Is that April?
No, I think it's like
already
August.
April.
No, it's like August 9th or 16th or something.
I watched something on YouTube and the trailer started for it, and I quickly like exited out. I was like, no, I'm trying to not see the trailer unless I see it in theaters.
I won't. And part of me was like, this is so stupid and obsessive, but part of me is almost like, I don't doubt that like if I'm in a theater and the Romulus trailer starts, I'm like, I'm just gonna go wait outside. I almost do just want to go in cold. Like, it's like I'm hyped for Romulus.
I'm not at all because I haven't seen anything. I have no clue.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
I have no
me
clue. I
either.
can't even say that I'm hyped. I hope it's good, but I haven't seen a thing. Because me and Nick D talked about it. I was like, I'm not gonna try to like go out of my way to see this trailer. So like the minute it started, I was like, nope, like exit out. If it was in theaters, I don't know. It depends on like my mood at the time. I might exit with you, Nick. We'll see. Because I do agree. I'd love to go in cold to where I'm not like excited at all to see it. But I don't know. Like I don't want to get my hopes up.
Dude, and Monkey Man, we gotta see. Monkey Man's like in a week or two, right?
Yeah.
Wait. So what? Like, I've been curious about this. Not mainly. I mean, who doesn't love Gyllenhaal? But there's a Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Who watched?
Jerry did.
Yeah, I watched it.
So like, how is he the villain? Cool.
I watched it because I saw a meme of McGregor, and so I put it on. He is not an actor, so it's
you gotta
what
be
you would
kidding me.
expect. You know, like he's not an actor by trade. That might surprise most of you guys.
No.
And so it's like, you know, he definitely like latched on to like, this is going to be my character. And like, that's all he is. He's very one dimensional, but it works. He's a psycho in the movie. And so he nails that, but it's the classic, like, here's some, you know, somebody who is not an actor in a big movie playing like a main part, that it's just kind of like, all right, you deliver lines a little differently than everyone, but it's for Roadhouse. This works with what Roadhouse is and everything. Like, he's there to beat people up, and that is what McGregor does. So,
have you seen the original?
It again.
Like not since like
the
early 90s. Yeah, like I saw it like way back in the day.
Was it kind of the same idea? Like, is this similar? Like, I know nothing.
I don't remember. Was there UFC in it? Or no, obviously it wasn't UFC, but was there like a whole boxing element to it?
No, okay. So that's like where they modernized it. I don't know what he was in the original, but like he's he's an ex-UFC fighter. Well, he's a bar bouncer in this, and you know, I'm pretty sure like the original one, somebody wants to buy out the Roadhouse, so they are causing it to be too rowdy. So they, you know, the owner wants to sell it and stuff, and then they need somebody to come in to clean up the bar. But not only is the bar cleaned up, but the town too.
Sweet Home Alabama.
So it is a great, stupid movie.
I'm gonna watch it.
I had a lot of fun watching this. Like, Gyllenhaal is like shirtless 90% of it. He's, you know, more shredded than a julienne salad, as they say in Tropic Thunder.
Neck tats looking like sexy.
Like, he's shirtless the whole time.
Donnie sexy instead of Donnie Darko, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's always sweating and stuff. The fights are cool, I guess. Yeah, nothing crazy. Like, yeah, you're not gonna be blown away by the story. But yeah, it's a stupid, fun movie. Karina watched it. She watched it all too. She didn't like get up and leave through it.
Tap out.
She was. Yeah, no. She was intrigued. Because this guy was in it again, and once she saw him, she stuck around.
The guy from what else?
Yeah, the other thing that
Post Malone. Yeah, totally.
He's in the beginning. This guy, Darren Barnett. He popped up, and she was like, "Oh, okay, I'm around." But yeah, Roadhouse, fights, tattoos, dudes fighting, Gyllenhaal like hanging out in a bar,
shirts off, man tits.
It's a what? No nudity or anything.
I said I said man tits.
Oh yeah, just the man part cut out.
A solid B, huh? Solid B from the man tits.
Solid B. Lots of fights. some comedy in there. That was a funny scene.
I'm gonna watch this, dude.
First comes into the bar. He's so wild that first time he comes to the bar. It's just like no one would do this and like steal someone's girlfriend. Oh my god, it's great. And his outfits are wild, and oh my god, McGregor's introduction into the movie is pretty good too.
I gotta watch this.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to watch this.
I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, watch it on Prime.
Prime. It's their movie. I think it didn't go to theaters, so it went right to Prime.
Click on Gyllenhaal again, real quick. We don't need to spend time on. What's the best Gyllenhaal? Is it Donnie Darko?
100%.
Is it Nightcrawler?
No, it's Donnie.
Nightcrawler's good.
Nightcrawler's good, but it's Donnie Darko.
What's the what's the guy with the mask? What's that guy's name in California?
Isn't he
Zodiac?
Zodiac, yeah, it'd be Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Yeah, I was about to say it's either Zodiac or Donnie Darko, but I'm gonna go Donnie Darko for that's where I saw him. Like he's always gonna be Donnie Darko to me because of that movie.
Yeah.
Southpaw.
Yeah, exactly. Southpaw. Stereo.
Prince of Persia.
I never saw Prince of Persia, dude. I'd watch it, Nick D. That's a movie night, bro. We'll do Prince of Persia. Double feature with Brokeback.
We'll compare Prince of Persia to Dune.
I saw Bubble Boy. That was.
I saw Bubble Boy.
Fats loves October Sky.
What is October Sky?
It's like the rocket ship.
It's stupid.
He does.
It's a good historical film. Yeah,
I don't know if I saw that.
Donnie Darko though. I'm still going Donnie Darko actually.
Donnie Darko. Yeah.
For me, Jarhead was cool though, but Zodiac.
Jarhead's good. Yeah.
Zodiac's one of my faves, but once again, like RDJ might steal the show in that. There's hella actors in that too, but he is good in it. Yeah. And to watch.
I really like Nightcrawler.
Prisoners.
Nightwatch was
really
creepy, dude.
Nightcrawler. He was like a
Nightcrawler was creepy, dude.
Guy.
Yeah, he was really good in it.
Because it
was grown up Donnie Darko.
Animals was weird. I've watched Nocturnal Animals twice.
I don't know what that is.
It's a weird movie. Life, I feel, is a bait and switch.
I wanted to see that because it's actually Ryan Reynolds. Is that what you mean by bait and switch?
It's not a Ryan Reynolds movie.
Which one's Life? Which one's Life?
Where they're on the spaceship and.
Yeah.
What?
When the trailer for Life first came out, everyone thought this was the prequel to. They were like, Marvel's doing something different. They're setting up Venom in a weird way, and it's like, no, this is a completely unrelated sci-fi.
I never saw this.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Yeah, they discover a organism, but so it's interesting. I've seen it, but the whole premise just is kind of like that. No, I don't know, because again, they're scientists, and one of the scientists is like, I'm gonna let it out, and it's just like, what? That's my biggest issue with the entire movie is that scientists are like, no, let's let this thing out in this spaceship right now, or they mess with it and stuff. But it's interesting. But yeah, it's not a Ryan Reynolds movie. They make you think it's a Ryan Reynolds Gyllenhaal movie.
Is he in it?
He is. He's in it, but not.
Spoiler, just very big.
Yeah, exactly. It's and again, because it doesn't matter, it's a Drew Barrymore thing in Scream. They definitely hey, let's get a big name actor and let's keep you on your toes. You don't know what's going to happen type thing.
I got to see this.
But I'd watch it. Yeah.
I'd
watch it. It's worth it. Paramount and Paramount.
Well, you know what that means.
David.
All right, well, let's move on.
Yes, Donnie Darko. I'll agree with you on that in the end.
Okay, here's my beef with this whole situation because we got to move on to get to these Peeps eating. I only got up to season 4, and Amazon didn't have it anywhere past that, and that kind of bummed me off, number 1. Number 2, randomly in season 4, episode 7 or 8, you had to pay for, so I just had to skip that one. Amazon does that every now and then, and that kind of bums me out too. the whole them like we talked about this with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Jerry. This whole news thing that the streamer wars have done, where they're gonna like take a TV series and not have the whole thing and like split it amongst other streaming apps. Super annoying. Have to point that out. Anyways, that has no basis on the show. That has to do with Amazon sucking. Show's amazing. Would have loved to have
Paramount Plus.
Would have loved to have watched the other season. I don't have that though. I'd have to
DVD Depot
if I would want to do that. Show's hilarious. I love Homie from New Girl. He's super funny. Cedric the Entertainer. We've grown up with him. Kings of Comedy. Seen him since we were children. First time I've really watched. I think he's been on other TV series, but first time I've really watched one of his TV series where he's hilarious. And him and Homie from New Girl, their back and forth that they have between each other is what makes the show so special. So if you watch it's the two of them going back and forth that really like. I see why they're on season 6 and it's been picked up for this long. They have a good back and forth. I'd love to know if they're homies offset or what the vibes are like. But they got a funny rapport.
Yeah, I would think so if they're on season 4 or 6, like you said.
That's dope.
6. That it's like 6 years with someone. I mean, yeah, unless they absolutely hate each other. I guess so. I wonder.
You never know.
Right there with you, buddy.
The wife I think is from Broke Girls or something. One of those shows. Not too familiar. And then the two sons, Cedric the Entertainer's two sons, they're very funny. And same with his wife. They're great characters. The white couple, New Girl's son, the little white kid kind of sucks. And I don't know if that's the actor.
As an actor or as a character?
I was just about to say, Nick, I don't know. I don't know if it's the actor or if they're not giving good storylines. But they kind of, I think it's a little bit of both. Maybe that they're writing him stuff that they feel like, oh, because they got him when he was 6 years younger. Look at him now; he's only like a middle schooler, maybe a freshman. Yeah. So he was 6 years younger, but he's kind of like you could do without in the show. I will point that out. I'd give it an A. It's not an S tier sitcom, but it's definitely a really good sitcom.
Yeah.
And not too many of those episodes, Jerry, where they get too touchy-feely.
Like heavy.
Yeah. Because you don't need that in a goddamn sitcom. It's like, I didn't come here for that, guys. I'd watch a drama if I wanted that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let me deal with my problems on my own. ABC.
Yeah.
Or CBS. Whoever this is.
Yeah.
CBS. Nice.
But yeah, if you're looking for another comedy sitcom kind of vibe, I recommend it. I'd watch the other seasons if I could find them.
Eventually, yeah.
But
well, yeah, maybe DVD Depot. Hook you up with my DVD Depot. What was I gonna look up? Don't remember. Anyway, not this time, pal. Not this.
The intelligence is faulty.
What does it say? Part legend, part icon, all hero. This is great. I mean, there's really not much to say about it. It's a documentary about the RoboCop. It's kind of like the same thing with the alien.
Yeah, what year was this made?
23. Last year.
Wow. Holy shit.
I would give it an S.
I work for Dick Jones.
That it's kind of like perfect sense that like, all right, you want to watch a documentary, learn something. I love RoboCop, so I for sure want to learn about RoboCop. And what's great is that it's a mini series, so it's like over 4 hours, but they're just like little hour-long episodes. So like they get into like everything. You get so much detail behind the scenes. When people are being dicks, they let them be dicks. Like nothing is trying to be like hidden. They're like, and like everyone's in it. Like Paul Verhoeven, all the producers, all of the cast, like everyone involved who has something to say is in it, and it's perfect. Like, so it's like, in terms of like what it is, this is totally an act. If you like RoboCop, you should watch it.
Nice. I love RoboCop.
It's just like, yeah, it's a documentary. It's not the flashiest thing ever, but just the shit they get everyone to see is like awesome. It's like hilarious. you really get a sense that Peter Weller was just a nightmare to work with. And he's like, oh yeah, I was a dick. He like openly is like, I was a nightmare. But he's like, I took it seriously. I fucking cared. You know, like that's what you do. And Paul Verhoeven is just like a maniac. And he's like, yeah. Like, and so I recommend it. Watch it in pieces. It is a great background because you're just listening to stories and there's like pictures from the 80s, like maybe some clips. So it's like, I was watching this and playing guitar. Like this, you don't need all of your attention to hear people talk about RoboCop.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out. Maybe this probably this for sure should have been for a Doc DeLuise.
Yeah.
What is this? Amazon Prime? Oh, Prime Time. Yeah. I'm gonna watch it.
Only 4 episodes too. Like you're in it.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
And like just the last thing I say, when I say like everybody, literally everybody, people who have like one line in the movie, they go and talk to them.
That's awesome.
Like it's great. Like,
that's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, fine-tooth
I love it.
detail.
I love it. Everyone gets a little like a little respect. I love that. That's so awesome.
Exactly.
And you know what? RoboCop, especially
like,
RoboCop 1, it deserves it, dude.
Yeah.
That movie's so good.
It.
It's so good. That's gonna be on my top 20 list of all time. 20, Jared, not
100%.
10.
But yeah, definitely to do. If you like RoboCop, go see it for sure. Or it's on Prime. Don't go.
Addie and Austin, I'm sure they would love
it.
that. Go see it. It's yeah.
Go somewhere and use that.
Come on over and watch it. DVD Depot.
I binged season 2.
Wow.
In a day.
Wow. I'm super surprised to hear that.
I mean, I don't know. They're 30 minutes.
So it's good.
Season 1 on it for me was better.
Better than season 2?
Season 2. Yeah. Season 2 was fine. The first episode is probably the coolest.
I didn't like
how
that
many
first one.
Yeah. 9. 4.5 hours. I guess the Hella one, that was pretty cool. Yeah, maybe the last one was fine. I don't know. They weren't. The first half just is like whatever.
With the new one?
What?
With the new season, you're saying?
Yeah, these.
This is season 2.
Ones. This season 3 is not out.
Oh wow, I was so thrown off because there is the 3. I was like, oh, what? Okay.
I for a second there, I was like, I guess I haven't. Okay, but
I watched the first
season.
one.
Okay. Yeah, I watched the never.
I watched the first one and then stopped.
Same here.
Yeah, I didn't.
I put something else on that we were talking. Oh, I think I put on 4 things. I think I watched 1 and put on 4 things.
They're just fine. I don't know. It definitely didn't capture the same. Like, I don't know. There's also a storyline throughout it all, in a sense, by the time you watched it by the end. And it's just like, I don't know. If you're going to do What If, like, you kind of need to, like, this needs to end with, like, them killing the X-Men. Because that's, like, what I think of is that epic comic where it's like, oh, what if the X-Men died? And it's like, if they don't do that, this is all a waste. For me, personally, that it's like, that's one. Huh?
I was going to say, do the X-Men pop up in this? But I was like, I don't even want to know.
No, they don't.
No, because if they're going to do that, that'd be season 3.
Yeah, like these are just fine. And again, the whole story that they do is just like, I don't want that. Like, I don't know. Season 1 felt the stories were a little less like interconnected in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, season 1 was like, oh, they're just doing this. And it all felt like, oh, this is a one and done. Like, this is fun.
Yeah.
And now season 2 is like, like they're trying to like make it into like doing this. And it's like, do we need
it's
this?
It's a little formulaic. Yeah. And so like, I don't know. It just didn't really work for me. You know, I finished it, whatever, but it's like, yeah, I'd probably give it a C. It was average. The fight scenes in like The Hella one and then the last one, it's like those were cool, but like I didn't care for any of the stories. It was whatever. Yeah, just didn't really do it for me compared to season 1.
Interesting.
C, average.
C, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Bleh.
I'll probably check it out, but I'm not
I'm gonna
in any
watch
rush
it.
to go watch.
Yeah, I'm not in a rush, but
Yeah,
I'll get
exactly. Like,
around
I
to it.
don't. Yeah. Again, I randomly put it on. And yeah, I don't know. It was it's whatever. And then I think I don't know. Maybe the next day I watched this or something. This was interesting, like in how it was done. I was talking to Nick about it a little earlier. Like it's a classic Wes Anderson movie, bright colored, people talk funny, but like the way it was done,
funny.
They have a very interesting cadence.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
And
yeah.
So it's either like a TV broadcast or like a radio broadcast of a play of this fictional city, Asteroid City, where 5,000 years ago, a meteor, I guess an asteroid if it's called an Asteroid City, but I think it's a meteor now because it's, whatever, composition stuff. Hit the city and people come visit to check out the crater. And so it's a story, it's a play of that being broadcast on TV, but we see the story as the movie in color. So like when it's in black and white with Bryan Cranston narrating it, it's like the play happening. And then like in color, it's what the audience is hearing, but we're seeing it as a movie. And so like it took me a while to realize that, and it's like, oh wow, that's actually really cool the way they did that.
I'm still confused. So it's a radio show that's being played, and Bryan Cranston's hosting the radio show, but you're watching a movie reenactment of the radio show.
Like the radio show is
it's like a movie representation of the
it would be like if we're in the audience and we're imagining this or whatever.
It's what's in your head.
And then again, there's even one more layer where the actors in the radio show play thing step out of character and talk to each other as the people like, hey, am I doing this play right? Yeah, and it goes like back to black and white, and they're like backstage of the play, and he's like, I don't need to be back, like I don't have a line for another 6 minutes, so like I can come talk to you real quick. So like that level of how they did it, and like in the movie that we're watching, so there's a group of kids, these kids, I think these are the parents, and that's the teacher. She's an actress, too young of kids that aren't there for, there's kids for an award show, an astronomy award show. I don't know. That was one of them. And so they're there, and then when they're looking at the asteroid one night, an alien comes and visits, and the alien is in claymation, which was really interesting. And then when they cut back to the play and like show you the actor and everything, like that was also really cool. Cause like, they cut back and like they're just like, oh, am I like overdoing it here? Like, I don't know. It was super interesting.
Sounds like it's out for Deluisi.
No, because again,
I think it was last year too. I think, wasn't it? Yeah, it should have been nominated last year.
It was last year.
Because again, it's like in the end, it's just a Wes Anderson movie, and so like that wasn't interesting. I didn't really care about the story. It was way more interesting when I realized like, oh, the black and white is like the play, like the real life of what we're seeing in color. Like that's way more cool than the story for me. So it's like I definitely, it's like wouldn't it's not making it all the way to the top for that reason, but it was interesting. It was definitely more interesting after I like sat with it. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have you seen it, BK?
Yeah, I think he has. So what are you giving it, Jerry? Let's stop beating around the bush.
Probably give it a B, I guess. If I had watched it today and then like came right on the show, I probably would have said like a D, C minus.
Wow.
But having sat on it for a bit, I appreciated it a bit more over time. Got it up to a B.
After flavor. That's what we're about to have with these peeps.
Yeah. If like first watching it, because again, first watching it's like this is just a Wes Anderson movie, and it's like it's not as special as they used to be. I know what he's gonna do, but like sitting with it, it did it favors. Yeah, B plus. Okay, I like it.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Wes Anderson movie since Grand Budapest Hotel, and not that I love Wes Anderson, but I feel like I've been sleeping. I just haven't seen any in years. I've got like I never saw Isle of Dogs. I've got like a back Wes Anderson.
Jerry, you wanna?
Yeah. As BK's saying, like it's Wes Anderson shenanigans. So if that's a thing you're into, this one's full of it. Yeah, I don't know. The production
They've
of it
all
was
been
interesting.
I do want to see Grand Budapest again, but I feel like I just don't know if anything will ever beat Life Aquatic or Royal Tenenbaums. Like those are like my two favorite, and probably always will be.
Rushmore.
For me,
Rushmore's amazing. I love Rushmore.
Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonrise Kingdom, yeah.
Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonrise Kingdom is really good.
Yeah.
Moonrise Kingdom is probably my favorite Wes Anderson.
I like that Fox
movie.
Fantastic Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, could do a tier list one day.
Oh, shut.
Is there anything after Isle of Dogs that what else haven't I seen?
French Dispatch, Asteroid City,
Did he
The Swan.
Did he do Jojo Rabbit?
No, that was
no, that was Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the last four I read off were shorts.
Oh, okay.
The last three I read off were shorts. So yeah, Asteroid City, French Dispatch, Isle of Dogs, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Okay, so I'm not that far.
No,
for some reason I thought it was 4 or 5.
All right. So we decided that we're going to do this with Fats, but we're going to pause, right? And I have
If you want, that way we're not going back. It's like let's just do it with it.
There's a few that there's one that we don't have, Nick D. There's actually one that we don't have.
I'll defer to his judgment for that.
2. I am not going to just eat regular Peeps, especially if they're because with the colors don't taste any different.
We'll get to it, Jerry. It's in the video.
Yeah, and so one I don't really like Peeps, so I very much was like, I'm only
doesn't have them. Let's just go with the video.
We're gonna go.
Wild berry. Do we have
berry?
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah. Oh, you got the. Oh my God, Jerry, you bought the ultra big pack of the Doc too. That's like the.
That was the only one.
That's
I told
the
Karina,
16.
Like, I'm only eating one of these. You can give them.
Oh
to,
my
to
gosh. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm only gonna eat one.
So new episode of Fats Doof Review. There was supposed to be another one that me and Jerry helped me with the audio. We're going to save that. That actually isn't even going to come out this week, I decided. I was going to release it tomorrow, but I'm not. I'm going to save it. We'll show it live here next week, so tune in next week for a new episode of Fats Doof Review. We'll premiere that, and then it will be live on the channel the next day. But here is what we did. Here we go.
Everybody, we're back with another Fats Doof review, and today we're going to be trying a variety of different flavored Peeps, and we're going to hit you with a tier list. So let's get to it. The one I'm most excited to try is the watermelon, but we're going to start.
We need to
BK says the Isle of Dog. All right, BK, I'll watch Isle of Dog.
Yeah, Isle of Dogs is cool. All right. What did you say something, Jerry?
I was just saying we need anticipation music.
All right, so he's gonna do the. All right, he does the pink one first.
Is it playing? Because I don't.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I mean,
boys.
yeah, it's streaming.
Oh my gosh, boys.
It's on the stream.
I didn't even.
Oh my gosh, boys. I'm so stupid.
I now see on.
this real quick.
All right, I just sent it to you.
So classic pink, or
Yeah, all right. I'm starting the video over.
With another Fats Doof review, and today we're going to be trying
Almost scared
a variety of different flavored Peeps, and we're going to hit you with a tier list. So let's get to it.
It looks like he's doing a police lineup.
But we're
That's
going
the we're at the
or like
warehouse.
to start with the
like, this looks like one of those like.
All right, so you started with original pink. I'm gonna start with original pink here.
Should I eat a Dr. Pepper one every time I
Is
don't
it white?
have the flavor?
White on the inside? Tea?
White on the inside.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna take a bite off the head. I'm not gonna eat that much. Okay.
Oh, see, that's
Are you gonna
smart.
take a Dr. Pepper with each one?
I was probably gonna eat the whole thing. Where Tuesday got the right idea.
Well, I ate some of these with Fats
Oh wow!
when we filmed this, as well as like, I know what I'm getting myself into a little bit. All right, so that was the original.
These are a lot softer than I expected. I'm used to Peeps being like stale.
Yeah. Mine are all warmed up.
Nick,
Mine were out in the sun for a minute.
Yeah, I also Nick, I bagged these almost like an hour after me and Fat shot this, because so me and Nick D are eating the same ones that Fat ate in the video, because we shot this Friday. I immediately got home and put them in these black plastic bags, sealed them all off, and I put them in a cabinet, make sure they were good to go. And then I dropped them off this afternoon at Nick D's. So ours are pretty fresh.
Did the pink taste like strawberry?
I mean, no, it tastes like the normal Peep. A normal Peep to me at best is a B. At best is a B. An average, the traditional Peep.
I almost think that, but my prediction is it's going to end up moving higher, because I feel like all the other flavors are going to get worse. And you're like, oh, I just like the normal, but we'll see.
So where do you want to put it, Nick D?
That's fair.
B is fine, because I think I need to try the other one. You know, that was just marshmallow. You know what I mean?
He's here.
So, yeah,
he's here. Fats, I'm so glad you're here. We're watching your video and doing the tier list right now. Don't ruin it. Nick D doesn't know what you do in the video, so don't tell us what you do. Con Air was actually originally supposed to be about.
I don't think so. I don't know. This seems like an April Fool's joke.
Fat says something in this video that I thought he was pulling my leg, but then I showed my mom. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Actually, I won't.
do it.
All right, so here we go, Nick D. Here's the reveal. He bites off the head.
Plain marshmallow, you know, it's your average Peep if you've had a Peep. I haven't had a Peep since I was 12. I didn't like them then.
He hasn't had a piece since he was 12.
But I'm pretty sure I'm going to love them now. I'd probably give that about a C tier, your average.
He went with C.
Hell yeah.
So
Love it.
we're at B. I was doing B for base. We're getting a base coat down.
Hell yeah.
Peep, I don't know how much more you can say about a marshmallow. We're going to see if these blue ones are a different flavor.
Here we go.
They are.
All right, Nick D.
Do I have two blue ones?
No, you should have
with
one.
The same thing with the white in the middle?
Yeah, white in the middle. Here we go. Blue, everyone. I'm going to take a bite off the head.
Why do you guys keep asking if it's white in the middle? Aren't they all white in the middle?
They're not.
No, some of them are like, this one's red.
Huh.
We'll
okay,
get to it,
does
Jerry.
the blue just taste normal?
The blue is just like it's identical. It's literally identical to the pink.
Yeah,
So you're
it's
now
just food dye.
better rated B.
So I'm going. Yeah, I mean, I'd say B, right? To keep it base. Yeah. All right, and we'll get back to Fats and see. I mean, clearly Fats is probably going to go back to C.